New this morning, a military decoration that might confound veterans. The top commander in Afghanistan is considering a medal awarded to troops who practice courageous restraint. In other words, for those who don't kill civilians. U.S. military leaders say the idea is in the beginning stages and is consistent with its approach to war. Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr is live in Washington. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Christine. Well, there really is no way to discuss this other than bluntly, yes. General Stanley McChrystal, the top commander in Afghanistan, his staff now reviewing a proposal that could someday award combat medals to U.S. and NATO troops for not killing civilians. That's the blunt fact. What they're talking about is that restraint, fire restraint in a situation where civilians may be killed might be something that a soldier would get a medal for. In fact, General McChrystal's spokesman sent us a statement regarding this saying, quote, "In some situations our forces face in Afghanistan, that restraint is an act of discipline and courage, not much different than those combat actions that merit awards for valor." Now, General McChrystal, of course, has made it a top priority for U.S. troops to reduce civilian casualties in Afghanistan. He has restricted airstrikes. He's restricted nighttime raids. But these incidents are still happening, and there's a great deal of anger amongst the Afghan people about all of this. But the idea of rewarding someone for not killing a civilian is particularly odd, many soldiers say. When I heard about this, I just walked right up to the first Army soldier I could find and asked him what he thought about it. And I have to tell you, he rolled his eyes. He said, look, we are all about discipline and restraint. We are trained not to kill civilians, even under extraordinary combat circumstances. He said, why would they give me a medal for doing my job and doing the right thing? So we'll see if this idea really takes hold. It might get a very odd reaction right from the troops, Christine.
And it would be interesting to see who would get this, what kind of circumstance would arise that someone would get this medal. It would have to be kind of an exceptional circumstance, I would imagine. How does it show with how the new way they're waging war or thinking about war?
Well, I think what this is another indication of how much General McChrystal is focused on, his words, protecting the people in Afghanistan. That's what this is all really about. Reducing civilian casualties, making the Afghan civilians feel that their country is safe and secure to live in, that they can resist against the Taliban influences, all of that. So on the Afghan side, this is likely to be received very well. But for U.S. troops who say they exercise fire discipline and restraint on the battlefield, getting a medal for not killing a civilian may be a very odd thing. Christine?
Barbara Starr at the Pentagon. Incredible story. Thanks, Barbara.
It does sound a little strange, doesn't it?
It does. It really does, but it also shows you the reality on the ground.
Yeah, definitely. They want to try to
troops.
do anything they can to minimize the casualties there. 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Good